Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Early Mornings LALATE, the 6:30 edition. The toast is toast and the butter is butter, and I'm here, you're here, and you just save me some bacon. It's a great Tuesday morning. I'm really excited for you. In this video, I'm going over the third stimulus check and the third stimulus package, and of course also SSI and SSDI and the student loan debt forgiveness. In the video right before this, I went over the second stimulus package and the executive orders, 24 of them, that will become a law this week. And I also went over the first stimulus package. So in this third stimulus package, you'll be surprised if you're not a subscriber to this channel and have not been watching my videos that there's an $8,000 payout. There's a $1,400 a week payout. There's a $3,600 payout. Whether you have a child under 6, child under 7, whether you're a hazard pay worker, you get a $1,500 refund. There's a lot of stuff in here that you're only going to hear in this video. 31 incredible third stimulus check items are covered in this recording. And with that, let's get ready to rock and roll. This is a 6:30 edition of Early Mornings LALATE. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Early Mornings LALATE, and wow, what a day it is with no less than 21, but more add-ons on top of that, items under the third stimulus package. And you may have only heard about a stimulus check of $1,400 for individuals or $3,200 for adult dependents, but what are these $8,000 checks in there? $1,400 a week? $1,300 for this and $2,000 for that? Well, in this video, I'm going to go over it. But first, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, hit that alert button, like this video, and if you've not joined and become a member, then please do. The join link to become a Purple Hawk, Calcino VIP, or Purple Power is in the description of this video, in the pinned comments of this video, and also at the top of the chat. As a member, you would have gotten access yesterday, and if you joined today, you're going to get it as well. I update all the time. This PDF that goes over what's in the third stimulus package. But if you're not a member, you can just follow along and take notes. It's really incredibly important because what we have going on here is so much incredible great news that you sort of have to take notes of it, otherwise you can't keep track of it. It's more than you would ever imagine. So with that, also over there is an instant premiere. You'll see Purple Hawks, Calcino VIPs, and also Purple Powers chatting about these provisions. They also had access to this incredible PDF. And in this video, I'm going to go over this PDF from yesterday and why this Thursday we're going to really focus in on the details on some of the earlier items in here we still don't have the details on. I'm going to explain which ones we do and which ones we don't. And with that, let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news is that when Joe Biden prepared a third stimulus package proposal, a 30-page document obtained really almost exclusively by this channel, that proposal showed that he had details in some places, and in other places he had, I'm just giving you an advisory about this. I really don't know how to deal with this. I'll leave this up to Congress to decide. And so which items have advisory and which ones have details? Let's go over it. First, the stimulus check is really detailed. $1,400 for individuals, $1,400 for children, and $3,200 for adult dependents. Repeat, $3,200 for adult dependents. That's detail. Advisory? No. Actually, no opinion on unemployment. Unemployment, he says, I don't have an opinion about it. I'm going to let Congress decide. FPUC, no real opinion about it. UI, PUA, no real opinion about it. Doesn't say when or where or how. He says it's sort of like $400 a week, but I'm going to let Congress decide. And that's why we need to really stay this week to see what happens when the bill goes through the committees. The bill may get modified. He may start the bill with something, but the bill may then get changed because he says, I'm going to leave it up to you. Well, I know what the viewers want to do with that one. SNAP, 15% increase. That's detail. He basically says, hey, SNAP was increased under the second stimulus package for 6 months for 15%. He wants to add an additional 6 months, so it'll be a whole year a 15% increase for SNAP. That's sort of a given. That's just sort of easy. You don't have to, I think that's going to be exactly like that. No real big change about it. Number 7, rent aid for the middle class. He wants to have rent aid for the middle class. Now, this is really big, and we know generally what he's doing, but we don't have the details. How high will the middle class be? Will it be $85,000 as the single individual's income 2019? Will it be $100,000? How high will the threshold be? Then, where will the money be located? Nancy Pelosi wanted the money in a government agency. It looks like he wants the money in a government agency. Like HUD, you apply for the money, and then the money is declined by the landlord. They'll give the money right to you, so you pay the landlord. How this will work, where will the organization be? It looks like it's going to be at HUD, but this is where we really need detail on it. Then he wants to give money also to the low income families, and he wants to give money to homeless, so you can have homeless shelters. How that works, we don't have the detail on it. And we don't have the numbers either. Free internet, don't have any details on it. Childcare, really don't have any details on it at all. Eviction moratorium. You know, this is what's a little confusing, is he says he wants to extend the current eviction moratorium, and I also told you that he's going to do executive order on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week to extend the executive order, the eviction moratorium. I just don't think he's going to do the CDC one anymore. I think it's just a crazy eviction moratorium. It shouldn't be done that way. I just sense that I have a gut reaction. He's not going to do it. I have no facts about it, but I really don't feel he's going to do the CDC eviction moratorium. Mortgage forbearance. He's going to do mortgage forbearance by executive order this week as well. But will it be only federally backed mortgages? We have to see about that one. All right, this is where he absolutely gives no detail whatsoever, but he does tell you he knows exactly how he's doing it. This is business grants and business loans. This is one where he says, you know, I know exactly how I'm doing it, and I'm not going to tell you until you see the bill. This is not advisory. This is not, I'm punt kicking it. Oh, no. He has an opinion about this. The business grant will be for existing businesses who are impacted by the pandemic. The business loan will be for anyone who wants to start a new business because of the pandemic. And what are they called? How do they work? Lord, this is probably the first thing I'm going to go to when I see this bill, because this is the real big surprise. I mean, that and FPUC is probably the two big surprises in this. He doesn't use the word EIDL. He doesn't use the word PPP. My prediction is they are absolutely not going to be EIDL or PPP. They're going to be new instruments, but they may be administered by SBA. He specifically says that the loan program will be something new. So by all accounts, I just don't. Remember, PPP was created by the Trump administration. EIDL is a long-standing program. So I really just think he's just going to make something new and just create his own mark on the situation. Paid sick leave, number 15. This is $1,400 a week. This we have insane detail. And you have that detail as a member of this channel on the second PDF on 2 days ago. That's paid sick leave. Let me explain to you. It's on today's PDF, or yesterday's PDF, which is $1,400 a week. $1,400 a week. Now, he gives us incredible detail of how, where, when, and everything about this, except he doesn't say where you would apply, what the agency would be, and what's the offer of proof. Other than that, he tells you everything about it. So this is going to happen. $73,000 or less 2019 earnings, you'll get, $73,000 or more 2019 earnings, you'll get $1,400 a week. If you made less, you'll get just a little bit less than $1,400 a week. Who's getting it? Who's getting this $1,400 a week? 4 groups of people, if I recall correctly. First one, family, a parent whose child has to stay home for school. The parent has to stay home to take care of the child. The child stays home because the school's closed because of COVID issues. Child's healthy, parent's healthy, just the parent has to stay home, can't work, has to take care of the kid. Item number 1. Item number 2, family member sick and the parent has to take care of that other family member. Can't go to work, has to take care of that other family member. Third, family member has to stay home and quarantine because of COVID. And finally, 4th, family member has COVID. $1,400 a week. Really detailed. I don't think there's any more detail that's going to come out about that except how to apply and what's the offer of proof. Student aid supplement, number 16, $1,700. This sort of is very black and white. We know what it is. There's no big surprise about it. So I don't think there's a lot more detail coming out from this except two items. Is it a grant or is it a loan? And college students of any type of college. So he says it's a financial aid of $1,700 per student, not up to $1,700, just $1,700. So very clear. So how do you get this? Is this for any age of college student? Is it also graduate students? That is sort of the one area we need the clarity for, the eligibility. All right, hazard pay public sector and hazard pay private sector and hazard pay tax deduction. The hazard pay public sector, I don't think he has to say anymore. We already know it at this point. He says he's going to give about $300 billion to state and local to pay its public sector employees hazard pay. I've not said this in every video in recent days, so let me explain in this video. The way they're going to do it is they're going to give the money to state and local, and then they will decide how much in hazard pay you get. Yeah, so if you're in this county, you may get $3 an hour. If you're in that county, you may get $4 an hour. It just depends on what county you're in and what you're doing. They're going to leave it up to them to decide. Now, hazard pay private sector it makes me laugh because it's one of the strangest things of his proposal. It basically says, I'm going to talk to the CEOs and tell them to pay you hazard pay. When, Joe? You got a lot of stuff to do. I mean, do you have time to talk to people on the phone? I just don't. So I'm going to talk to the retail and the grocery CEOs and tell them to pay some hazard pay. When are you going to talk to them, Joe? You're just a little busy, just a little bit busy. I don't think he's going to really talk to them. I think he's going to make one call and say, okay, now it's law. The law will likely require them to pay it. So we have absolutely no detail on this one. When I mean no detail, we have 4 words. Just about the 4 words you just heard from me. There's nothing else. So every day I get questions. My son works at a dog, cat, essential, dry cleaning, topiary manufacturer. He's going to get $10,000. I don't know. Don't know. Next one. I always get these crazy tax hazard pay scenario. I don't know if these jobs exist. The number 20 for my members is hazard pay, the third hazard pay. And if you are watching, it's very easy to digest. You don't even need to take notes on this. If you make less than $21,000 2019 and you're an essential worker, you will get a $1,500 deduction. So if you're all zeros on the tax return, 00000, then bam, $1,500 bonanza, you get a $1,500 tax refund check. Delicious. All right, I got more refunds. I mean, I got 2 more refunds. So you can literally see like $10,000 worth of refunds on this video in just 10 seconds. This is items number 19 and 21 for the viewers of this channel. 19, tax credit. If you have a child who is 6 to 17, he's going to let you have a $3,000 deduction per child. You got 4 of those, 12,000 of them, $12,000 deductions. If you have a child under age 6, $3,600 per child under age 6. Just because you have a child, not because you're spending money on the child, just you have a child, I'm going to give you a $3,600 tax deduction. So imagine like the one before that, I told you with the hazard pay, that's $1,500. Now you add $3,600 on top of that. Okay, now we're almost at $6,000 of deductions. And you made less than $21,000. Wow. I mean, that's a big refund check. That's an insanely big refund check. And I'm not done yet. So I got another one for you. So the last one is really great if you have a child under 13. If you have a child under 13 and you have child care costs, well, this one's for you. This is the big moolah. This is the $12 ice cream of this video. You can deduct 50% of child care costs for any child 13 years or younger up to $4,000. My goodness. So if you have $9,000 of child care costs, you can deduct $4,000. You got $10,000 of child care costs, you can deduct $4,000. And I'm not done there yet. If you got 2 or more kids, you could deduct all the child care costs for all those children up to $8,000. Insane. There you go. Later this week, we'll see the executive orders, and we'll thereafter see the SSI and SSDI. We'll see the $10,000 student loan forgiveness and the teacher's proposed bill and the infrastructure bill. And I'll see you on Mornings LALATE as well. So please subscribe. Go to the front channel, subscribe, hit that alert button, and like this video. And if you've not become a member, click that link in the bottom of this video to become a member. It's in both the description, pinned comment, and also at the top of the chat. Become a Purple Hawk, Power, or Calcito VIP. And thank you for the thousands of others who have. And with that, stay informed, stay focused, stay smiling, and I'll see you at 8:30 on Mornings LALATE.